2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for being with us. Shaquille O'Neal joins me. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And for Los Angeles, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. You know, Shaq, we got it pretty good. It's a wonderful country. We're getting paid to watch these games. But let me pose this question. Who would you pay your good money to watch?
That's easy, Ernie. The Splash Brothers. There's something special about great shooting. These guys, their form, their ability when they shoot, and the sound that it makes when it goes through the net. It sounds like this. Yakum. Yakum.
How do you spell?
Yakum. Yeah, Y-A-K-K-E-M. Yakum.
Wow, I learn something new every day, even from Dr. O'Neal. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
It's game time in Los Angeles. From the Staples Center, all the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to the Grizzlies in Memphis at the FedEx Forum. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Well, with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Well, especially, Steve, when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. I mean, that's a bad combination. Turning it over and then not defending.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Jerry Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Brook Lopez is out there in front. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation early 2013. And for the first time in LA, marked a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, and injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted.
And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Johnson dishes to Anderson. Back to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Fast break, the Lakers. And he takes the lead in stride and slams it home.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover costs you.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pulls up. Cans the shot from the wing. Here is Skinny. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
Chipped in with a couple of blocks, too. So just giving you a hint of his potential impact defensively.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Williams, here we go. It's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, and then one. No question. Powered it down.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill chant.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous. Man.
Into Brook Lopez. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And he hits it to go.
A lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today. Just as hot as he was last time out.
It's Williams with the drive. Carries it down low.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in. Aaron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on a guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Lakers.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim. Smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And And he makes the first. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Williams. Lakers leading by 5. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ryan Mulholland. Obviously, he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Williams with one of the better post-up games among point guards thanks to his strength.
Yeah, shows that veteran savvy. You know, he can get you in the fadeaway or get you up in the air and work himself to the foul line. So this guy's a handful anywhere on the court.
Now Williams following a three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Lopez passes to Williams. Back to Lopez. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 6 points for Brook Lopez. Lynn against Williams. Then kicks to Bryant. They get it back. Parsons outside. Lynn dishes to Bryant. Kicks it out to Parsons. Takes a three. Bryant can't get it to go.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's Henderson. Blocked. Then kicks to Kobe. On deep. That doesn't go either for Bryant. Nets trailed by 3. Williams with the ball. And it's Lynn picking him up. A floater. Williams' shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
He hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you remember when Darren Williams first got to the Nets, it was kind of a bare cupboard on that roster. Now a totally different story. He doesn't have to carry this team because he has so much more help.
The Wizards checked in for Kobe. And a new group in for the Nets. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lopez. Arnett comes in for Chung and front. Who's checked in for Anderson, and Barton subbed in for Johnson. Nets trailed by 4.
And you know, Darren Williams' usage rate has fallen off quite dramatically over the last 3 seasons. There's not nearly as much asked of him offensively, and I think that sits well with Darren Williams at this point in his career.
Plumlee, and that one is hammered home.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building. These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Not loose. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Williams kicks to Garnett. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I don't think they enjoyed watching the team that loss. There's no question. They were the better team going into it, and yet they got completely crushed.
I'm actually still trying to figure out what happened there, Steve, no matter how it looks on paper.
To help them get their job done tonight. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
This team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
So for Brooklyn now, Darren Williams out there with Will Barton. It's Garnett. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small 4. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
That's good.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block. I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it. You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
Here's the Wizard in the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off. Perfect.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kobe Bryant certainly had a unique childhood, spending time in Italy where his father played professional basketball. Kobe said, once I moved overseas, the game of basketball became my refuge. I developed a passion and relationship with the game. My grandfather used to tape games and mail them to me. It was special just to sit down and watch the game. Gentlemen, over to you.
He's always had that passion. Thanks, Doris. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Always a little tougher to see how you match up with teams in the opposite conference because you just don't see them very often.
Smith, he's checked in for the Lakers. Boozer comes in for Ryan Kelly. We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Take a look at Skinny, a great player, second in the league. Of course, Mason Plumlee, two behind him.
Well, both of these guys, Kevin, have had two of the highest shooting percentages this season. And even if the fans haven't noticed it, the coaches and their opponents have noticed it, that's for sure.
Garnett grabs the board. Let's keep talking about the lack of games with reps between these two teams. There's a lot of history between them. This is their first chance this season to create some, I guess, with one more meeting later on coming up.
You know, that's what we get when it's East versus West, Kevin, but it certainly hasn't detracted from the atmosphere in here. I think, if anything, it's added a little something to it.
Agreed. From 18 feet away, and again, no good by the Lakers.
Even though he missed it, couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Got a piece of it. And the basket by Johnson.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
It's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half part.
Some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Garnett, the screen. Bogdanovich passes it to Barton. Here's Plumlee, and it's rejected. Here is Skinny. He's guarded by Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Miracle Man comes in for Boozer. Kobe is subbed in for the Wizard. And then for Brooklyn, Lopez, he's checked in for Plumlee. Fry comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Allen Anderson subbed in for Barton. Miracle Man, the pass to Kobe. Here is Skinny. From downtown. And that's good. Kobe Bryant for the triple. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
It's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
The Lakers making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Fry lays it up and takes it in.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Lets it go from the wing. And another basket for the Lakers.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Nets trailed by 11.
A lot of praise has been sent Kobe's way over the years. That's one of the biggest I heard last season. Randy Will called him the toughest person he ever had.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ben's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Williams is checked in. And the first timeout called in the game for Brooklyn. faced during his career, and there are a lot of big names on that list.
Yeah, Hill certainly had a large collection of superstar wings to choose from, but it's hard to argue against his selection of Kobe Bryant.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Wizard comes in for Bryant. Skinny is checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to the Wizard. Here is Skinny. Here's the three. And another three for the Lakers.
It was a slow start for him. But he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Nets trailed by 14. Williams attacking. Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise for the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
It's remarkable. Led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
109 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Lakers passing it around. And another three for the Lakers.
And you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the LA market. It's one of the top 2 markets in the country. It is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. Worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. Gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
A baseline J. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. The question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
For Brooklyn, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And both free throws good for Williams.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Skinny the pass to Parsons. Here is Skinny. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Williams. The pass to Skinny. To the wing right side. Miracle Man. Off target from outside. It's Anderson with the drive. And that one's good. Anderson's got his first basket.
Superb assist there. Played the role of a maestro on that one.
Here's the Wizard. Nailed from 3-point land. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve.
And that concludes the first half.
34.
Same as we get the third quarter started.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for the Wizards. 22 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
It's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
Solomon Jones is out there with Greg Smith. Then there's the Miracle Man, and there's Skinny, and it's the Wizard and the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Brook Lopez, an elite scoring big man, tremendous size and shooting touch. Might be the best low-post scorer in the NBA.
It's Williams with the drive. Misses off the left eye.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
And let's take this break to recognize some of the league's small forwards that have been on fire at the charity stripe for all of the past month. Take a look at Miracle Man, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the foul line.
I really would like to see him get even better at drawing contact and getting himself to the line. I mean, unless there's a drop-off in that tremendous percentage of his, that's what he should be trying to do every time. And for Brook Lopez, always gifted offensively. Where he's improved, I think, in his defense and rebound. It takes a lot of effort to move that big body around. He's made that commitment to really get after it, and it shows.
Lopez left side and finished off by Anderson. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible, and on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
That's why they got to tighten up the lead. I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Here's the Wizard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The Wizards got 25 points in the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. And Lopez, over 7 foot tall, 275 pounds, guys, not especially athletic. And that can leave him, Steve, sometimes vulnerable, defending away from the rim.
Yeah, that's why a lot of teams try to put him in pick and roll on the perimeter, just to test his agility and try to get by him to get in the paint.
Bryant is checked in for the Lakers. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nets. Garnett comes in for Channing Frye.
The defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He's looking for some early offense, telling his guys to keep the pace up-tempo and not let that shot clock run down. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And here is Los Angeles now. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Right side, Bryant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Lakers leading by 14.
The Nets brought in a lot of talent before last season. And even though they had the big-name stars starting, they were actually a very deep team.
Now here's Williams. 12 points for him. To the inside. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Can't get it to go.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Long pass to Skinner. Here's the dish to Kobe. It's stolen by Johnson. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And the shot is good. Williams has got 14.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
Well, the steal made it possible. It all starts with the defense, and they could use a few more sequences like that one.
Guys, as you said, the Net Stars got a lot of the attention, but they would go to the bench often, and Steve would pay off for it.
Well, they were second in bench minutes played last year, and also top 5 in points off the bench. So, this was a deep roster, and it really came through for them.
And here's Bryant for 3. The basket good off the assist for Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trailed by 15. Williams kicks to Garnett. Final time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
This seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's 28 points for the Wizards.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since. That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Gary King.
Skinny, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, hitting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Kobe gets the bucket.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance passes to the three-point shot.
And it's killing. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Martin dishes to Williams. Martin passes to Williams.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. And my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And that's helped with their passing game, too, because they're getting a lot of assists by sharing the ball and moving.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Nets. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
But you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus. We'll have to go to the line for 2. Miracle Man is checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, Channing Frye has always been a great perimeter shooter, where he's really improved his inside game. Seems like to switch guards on him. When they do, he can now finish inside over that smaller player. That's what makes him a versatile offensive threat.
Martin kicks to Williams. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. They get it again. Lopez, no luck. Lakers lead by 18.
Probably should hold for one shot here. Clock is on their side.
Yeah, no-brainer. They can hold it for the last shot.
The Wizard passes to Miracle Man. Plenty of daylight on that. Miracle Man's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
8 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Williams. Count the bucket. Williams has got 20 points. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers on top. They lead by 18. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, is huge.
Yep, no question.
So for Brooklyn now, Jaron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Channing Frye out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. That's trailed by 16. It's Williams with the drive. Wide open. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Johnson against Wayne. Johnson dishes to Williams. There's the bucket. Good. Williams has got 22 points.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Passes to Miracle Man. The basket put off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 5 assists in the game. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, Clark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for him. I mean, one moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's okay.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lopez. Now Frye to the middle. Here's Plumlee. Can't get it to fall.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
This quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Williams shot is off.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Left side Parsons. Pass to Lynn. Here's the Wizard. Back to Lynn.
level translated beautifully. And he's improved every season. His three-point shooting is getting better. The ability to do so many things makes him a very effective player.
The Wizard is checked in for Skinny. Nobody near Williams. No good on the quick three.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The Wizard passes to Lynn. Here's the Wizard. Fires for three. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists in the game.
And Parson, 6'10", maybe 6'9". 6'10" might be a stretch, but he's a good athlete, has a tight handle. I think the more open style of play in the NBA suits his strengths as a player who likes to attack in transition and is able to get to the rim and has a really good basketball IQ.
Plays with great confidence.
He really does.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the head athletic trainer for Los Angeles. It's bad news, I'm afraid. He's saying that it looks like a broken ankle, which can truly be a devastating injury. That's the end of his night for sure, and the timetable for his return to action could be a long one, Kevin.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. And unfortunately, you can't afford to dwell on it. I mean, you've got to come up with another plan and move forward.
And that's not easy to do, guys, because it's very emotional for everybody on the team to see him go down. But you're right, Buck. I mean, they've got to figure it out and move on.
The Wizard. In the pass to the Wizard. He's yet again. Green for 2 points. The Wizards got 38 points. And Chandler likes to play in the move, even in the half court. He'll back up off the three-point line and get a running start on his defender.
He's got a lot of game.
Williams kicks to Johnson for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Then the pass to the Wizard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Inside, and stolen by Parsons. Here we go with Bynum, running it up the court. And he uses the glass on the lane. 42 points for the Wizard.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
A little bit closer to the win now, and they'll be halfway to a sweep of the season series once they wrap this one up.
That's right. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the Wizard. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Williams kicks to Johnson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. LA's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Out to the right wing. The Wizard. A three-pointer, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Goes up at the stripe, and again, it's Brooklyn converting.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out left to the wing. A shot. Again, the Lakers.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Johnson left side. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win. And they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, the Wizard.